So I had two choices. Either I was gonna sit in that failure and give up, or I was gonna make a decision to step out of the darkness. You see, when you're in that darkness, you wanna sit there and wait for the light to come. When you're in that darkness, it feels uncomfortable, but you can't wait. The only way out is to step forward, to face your fears, to become your own light. I had to believe in myself like never before. I had to find my inner power. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. There's gonna be a lot of times y'all about to fail. We are all a work in progress. And one day, you'll be sitting in the dark like I was. And you're gonna be asking yourself, what am I gonna do now? But in that moment, I want you to remember the power of you. You will change the world.
If you live long enough, a lot of stuff will come against you. And you gotta throw what you got at it. You can't throw what you wish you had. You can't throw what your neighbor had. You gotta throw what you got at it. Don't tell me that you want something if you're not willing to throw what you got at it. You got to have inner strength for this fight. It's not your outer strength. It's not by might, nor by power, but by my spirit. So you gotta have that inner strength, that cut strength, that belly strength, that devil-defying come hell or high water strength, that tenacity to take a licking and keep on ticking, that inner strength that when I can't do as I would, I'm gonna do as I can, but I'm not gonna stop doing to the best of my ability.
You are excellent. Now stop playing small. You are excellent. Stop playing small. You are excellent. Stop taking the hand that they dealt you. Take ownership. If you can get all A's in the class, do it. You don't need nobody to give you $50, $100, no pair of shoes, take you on no trip. You a grown man. Do it because you can. Stop needing a carrot. Stop needing money. Stop needing a trip. Stop needing somebody to give you a sticker on your head and do it for the pride of who you are. Do it because you can. I don't care what your friends are doing. When you leave, what you fighting for? What's your legacy? What you gonna do? You say you a champ, but do you practice like a champ? You say you a champ, do you fight like a champ? You say you a champ, do you have the mentality of a champ? I want you to go to the next level and not just be a champ, but show the world what a champion looks like.
The powers that we have will never reveal themselves if we don't challenge them. If we don't put ourselves in a position where we have to use them. Put yourself in a position where you can't retreat, where it's do or die, sink or swim. Here's what you'll find out. You'll develop incredible swimming skills. You'll find yourself stroking unlike you've ever seen before. Through the inspiration of desperation, you'll become more creative than ever before. And if we're honest this evening, we know that we haven't done all we can do. So as we look at the future, we can decide that from this day forward, as I look at all the dimensions of my life, looking at myself mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, I'm going to do all I can do to develop me, to bring my talent out here, to make a contribution to life.
There's no magic formula or sweatless solution by which one can achieve their goals. There is no shortcut, there is no hack. You're gonna have to work. Stop rationalizing, stop making excuses. Tell yourself the truth so that you can get where you want to go. You can be who you should be when you do what you know you should do, when you pay attention to the little things, when you implement true and unflinching and unmitigated discipline in your life, when you allow no easy excuses. And all that starts when you stop lying to yourself. When you tell yourself the truth about where you are so you can make sure you are in the right place. And if you're not in the right place, then you can get yourself on the path to get there. The path of discipline, the path of hard work, and the path of truth.
Have you done what you said you were going to do on January 1st last year? Did you stick to your New Year's resolutions? Or did you just talk about doing it? Did you just tell yourself, I'm going to do it after Valentine's Day, or after this vacation, or on Monday? Doing anything successful, doing anything important is going to make you inconvenient. There's always going to be a reason to wait. There's always going to be a busy schedule. There's always going to be something unexpected that happens. It's always going to be that way. You have to fucking work through it. But a lot of you motherfuckers just don't want it. It's easy to fall into the loving the idea of something, and it's hard to fall into the habits of action to actually achieve something. It's not about after the vacation or after this or after that. It's about right now. Now resolutions are the only thing that give results. People who succeed stick to the plan regardless. They don't train themselves to use those as excuses. When you tell yourself you're going to lose 5 pounds or lose 50 pounds, you need to fucking do it. You all are curious about what the secret is. Why certain people succeed when you don't succeed. Well, I'm going to tell you why. Successful people, while you're whining and crying about how things are hard and why things aren't fair, guess what they're doing? They're doing the fucking work. You have to commit to becoming better. You have to commit to being a person of action. You have to commit to being someone who doesn't just talk, but follows through. I challenge you guys to become people who do instead of people who talk about doing.
Make a resolution every day of your life because you only get one at bat. When you actually decide to make a change in your life, whether about weight or job, that's when you actually pull it off. It's religion, not tactics.
Do you understand the power of one? It don't take 20 people. It don't take 10 people. It don't take 5. It takes one. Step up to the plate. No more excuses. No more good reasons. No more victim mentality. Take responsibility. I don't care what happened. You do whatever you gotta do. No excuses, none whatsoever. I don't care about how many jobs you need to get. I don't care what you gotta do. Make no excuse. So I'm challenging you when you watch this video, at the end of it, make a vow to step your game up if you ain't stepping it up. Step your game up and make the rest of your life the best of your life. You can write everything down if you want to. Be brave enough to write every one of your goals down. But I'm going to tell you something. Life's going to hit you in your mouth, and you got to do me a huge favor. Your why has to be greater than that knocked out. Sometimes in life, you have to hit back. Many of you right now, life's got you up against the rope, and you got to do me a favor. Like, you can't give up. You can't give in. Listen to me. If it was easy, everybody would do it. Recycle your pain. Get something from it. You already in pain. Use it. Do something with it. Allow it to take you to the next level. Allow your pain to push you to greatness. It's not always going to be easy. They're not going to give it to you. They're not going to give you success. They're not going to put it on the platter. But if you're willing to work for it, if you're willing to put the sweat, the blood, the tears, if you're willing to earn it, you got to tell life, I don't know who you've been dealing with. But you come up against the wrong one this time.
You don't know what you cannot do if you're not willing to challenge yourself. Decide that you're going to do something about it. Become an active force in your life. Decide that you're going to work with it until it gives you the blessing that you want, and don't let up on it. Just keep right on working it and working it and working it, and knowing that whatever you do, you can better your best, that you can get better at it. Whatever you want to do, whatever idea that you have, the longer that you're sitting on that idea, you are either creating or you are disintegrating. See, this is the only life you've got. Give it everything you got. Put your heart in it. So you don't want to squander it feeling you can't do any better. You can do better. You should do better. You deserve to do better. You're entitled to that. That is your right to do better. Unless you attempt to do something beyond that which you've already mastered, you will never grow. What is it that you looked at some point in time and you decided that you couldn't do it? That you talked yourself out of it? Whatever it is, bring it back out there. You have the ability to do things that you can't even begin to imagine. You have talents and skills in you that you haven't even begun to reach for yet. Practice only makes improvement. You can always better your best. You have not done your best work yet. As long as you're here, you have a chance to transcend yourself. You've got to be willing to do that. You've got to believe in yourself. You've got to decide to be bold. Most people go through life trying to creep. No. Trying to be casual about it. No. You go through life being casual, you'll end up a casualty. You've got to be bold in life. You've got to take life on. You don't get in life what you want, ladies and gentlemen. You get in life what you are. You got to have some reasons that when life knocks you down, and it's going to. When people disappoint you, and that's going to happen. When they betray you, and that's going to happen. When they lie to you, and that's going to happen. When they say, oh, you can count on me, and they won't show up, and that's going to happen. When you want to throw in the towel and give up yourself, and that's going to happen. When life collapses on you and catch you on the blind side, what reason can you remember that you can call on, that you can reach on, that can make you get back up? Find that reason. Because when life had knocked me down, I said, life, I'm doing this because I want to make my mama proud of me. I'm doing this because I want my children to have a better life than what I have. I'm doing this because all my life I've been told I'd be a loser, that I wouldn't make it. I'm doing this so I can become massively successful. What are the reasons that you can think of that can keep you strong, that can keep you in the game, that will be your rod and staff to comfort you? If you know the why for living, you can endure almost anyhow.